Boys and girls, Spartan 3 Crusher, back at it again with another somewhat of a tabletop review. This isn't a product review, this is my own custom-made first aid kit. You see the giant cross. I mean, this is kind of, I didn't want a giant red cross because, you know, it's kind of tactical, so I kind of wanted to keep it, you know, green, tan, and black, so just a black cross made out of Sharpie. And I sharpened in first aid, so the dumbasses who picked this up didn't know it's a first aid kit. They now know it's a first aid kit, you know, before they open it. And over here we got some AAA batteries. This goes along with it. I can't put it in here, but this kind of goes along with it somewhat. I mean, it's not a first aid kit, but it accompanies this, and I can use this for first aid, you know, look and help if it's dark. So somewhat first aid related. It's related. It's like cousins, I guess. But here is a you know, poisonous container box. I don't know. This is just a somewhat waterproof. It looks waterproof. It has a seal. I wouldn't trust it now. It's kind of old, but it's just a little army container, not meant for first aid kits, but it's just a container from, you know, I got from my uncle. But let's go ahead and pop it open. As you can see, nice and tightly packed. Go ahead and shine my light in there. Nice and tightly packed. See? Light's related. But first things first, guess we're going to kind of dive right in. Nail clippers. You know, these also can be used, you know, as a somewhat of a tweezers, somewhat tweezers. I use these kind of as tweezers to pull out little thorns and stuff, so best thing to have, nail clippers, if anything. Let's go ahead, just pull out these two little guys. These guys are brand new into the first aid kit after I found these little containers, which is really awesome. But the chemicals, H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide. See, there's written on tape, so we got a little bit of tape, you know, compared to like the 5 feet of paracord. And then C3H8 and O is isopropyl alcohol. So little bitty things of hydrogen peroxide and alcohol to clean wounds and stuff. So awesome. If you have something like these I guess these hold like a cologne or something. But I cleaned these out, and they're little glass containers with a screw top. So they hold it nice. You know, they don't leak. So very nice. Awesome to have some sort of way to clean the wound. I prefer something like this because, you know, you don't have to wipe it, and, you know, you don't have to touch the wound. You could just pour this on it, and so that prevents further damage if the wound is big enough. But single pair of gloves. I'm not going to unravel them. They're non-sterile gloves, so blood doesn't get on your hand. And this is how tightly packed it is. The side, something odd, magnifying glass. You know, if you're trying to find a thorn or something, I don't know. I thought I'd throw it in there. Might use it for something. Good for starting fires, though. But, yeah, magnifying glass. I'll go kind of set this up front, I guess. I don't know. I figured out. I kind of want to present it, you know, but, you know, who knows. Next, we got a couple Band-Aids. You have to remember, this is tightly packed, so, you know, this is kind of a boo-boo, you know, very basic, I scraped my knee type of thing, you know, or, you know, I'm not going to be curing cancer or nothing with this thing. So 4 large bandages, you know, very basic. I got out of another first aid kit, you know, a lot bigger first aid kit. So 4 large bandages. Some smaller H bandages, 2 of those, why did I say smaller, but some H bandages, bandages, I can't talk today, guys. And next, we got some new gauze, and one gauze, you know, different brand gauze pad. I got these from separate kits. This is from Johnson & Johnson kit, and this is just from that trail kit from Walmart I got, which is, you know, really nice for stocking this stuff. Here we get to a lot of wipes, and that's like a main thing that is used within my kit are wipes. You know, baby wipes and stuff. So let me pull out as much as I can here in one fatal swoop. Here we go. So we'll kind of take this in strides. Some quick, clean, antiseptic hand wipes. You know, we got a 3 roll of those. Some alcohol prep pads, and you know, in case you scrape your knee or something, got another 3 of those. Which they're cool. They come in 3s. You know, just a single prep pad. A single quick clean. Another single prep pad. This is from the Johnson & Johnson. You know, it's kind of like the quick clean. It's just another cleaning wipe. You know, for dirty hands. If you don't have a way to wash your hands, you know, these are kind of like little wet naps, a little bit wet wipes. It says non-aspirin, but I guess this is a paint. I don't know why it says non-aspirin. You know, so I mean, it's aspirin, kind of. I guess it's, you know, just 2 Tylenols. You know, I don't know why they would it just put Tylenol or something. But a pain reliever, you know, for those long headaches at school. Next, which is some weird stuff that, you know, I'm never going to use. Some tiny bandages. I really don't know what these look like. Yeah, okay, so that's what they look like. Very tiny bandages for those minor cuts that are just squirting blood everywhere, you know. Don't see no need for these, but I have them, you know, you never know. And then we have some antibiotic ointment, you know, some Neosporin style ointment. And for some reason, for some odd reason, we have aloe vera burn cream. So who knows? But that's it, guys, for my first aid kit. You can see it's empty. But also we have 5 feet of paracord. You know, it's sharpied on, but who cares? Paracord. But yeah, guys. So, you know, I mean, it's a pretty good first aid kit here. Very basic. I'll kind of scooch this over so you guys can see. Very basic stuff. You know, I find my light. I'm just using it now just to mess with it. You know, I like messing with my light now. Sorry, guys, got the hiccups a little bit. But this is a very basic. I take this to school every day. I haven't, before all I had was like, I didn't even have any bandages in here for like the first half of my school year, not the first half, the first month of my school year, this year, which is a shame, and I should be ashamed of myself, because all I had was, a wrap, just a wrap, that goes around the bandage, over the bandage, it's not supposed to be used as a bandage, and so, very shameful that I didn't have anything, so I just packed it, and, you know, because you never know when you need it. I had anti-itch ointments in here for bug bites, and somebody used them all up one day because, you know, they had some really bad bug bites. I guess they got into an ant pile or something. But oops, there goes the chemicals. But you know, it's just, there's this stuff, you know, that sorry guys, my hand's in the way. But there's, you know, there's things that you use on a daily basis, you know, first aid things that, you know, it's kind of good to have, because not many people carry a first aid kit that I've noticed. Me going to school, I mean, there's always a first aid kit nearby, because it's, you know, it's a school kind of regulated that there has to be a first aid kit nearby, or so. But you never know. I mean, I've you know, come off the bus at you know, I got dropped off at my house one day, and a bus got into a car wreck right in front of my house. And I mean, of course, he has a first aid kit on board. All buses do where I live. But you know, it's also very helpful just to have it for, you know, car wrecks. A very basic, at least a very basic set of first aid, because, you know, car wrecks happen all the time, and, you know, if somebody gets hurt, and paramedics could be 5-10 minutes away, and in that time, you know, they could be very hurt, bleeding all over the place, and it's just, you know, I like to be able to help people. So that's why I always carry this. I like helping people. I like the feeling that, I kind of saved the day type of thing. I like that feeling that if I help somebody in need. So I try to be a good person, try to be a good Samaritan. But I mean, I don't know, guys. I just like this. I just like first aid supplies. I actually thinking about when I'm hopefully going to be joining the Army here soon, in the upcoming year. I was actually thinking about becoming a field medic, or I think it's a 68 whiskey. That's what they call something like, I don't know, 90. So I don't know what the Army term is, but I was actually thinking about becoming a field medic. But I don't know. I'm more of a squeamish around blood, so I mean, that's surprising to most people. I like first aid. I like, helping people. And, I like if somebody's hurt, I want to come help them. But I'm squeamish to blood and all that. So it's weird. But I don't like needles and all that. But I like first aid. It's I'm contradicting myself pretty much. But yeah, guys. So sorry about the long dragged out conversation there. Had to talk about something while I packed it, and it kind of showed you how it's packed. As you can see, that's how it's packed. Very tightly packed, but very secure. Everything's held down in place, and ain't nothing going to be rattling. Oh, except that. Not a lot of things are going to be rattling. So, but yeah, guys. Can I fit this? Oh, I can fit that in there. Woo! Will it shut? It shuts. Okay. All right. So that works. So. And this thing weighs, let's see, just as one last little thing. This is similar, but this feels lighter. So, somewhat to my Cold Steel Spartan. So, somewhat in weight of that. But yeah, guys, so that was just a quick kind of tour of my first aid kit that I carry every day in my backpack when I go to school. And until next time, guys, I'm Spartan 3 Crusher, and I'm signing out.